would instead shift more cost onto health insurers and employers and result in higher premiums, according to experts. That means people who can't afford day-to-day life because of inflation and spending will face higher costs someplace else. Today, it's the government fixing the price on insulin. What's next? Gas? Food? History tells us that
price of essentials going up. So, the Back to Work program in Connecticut just gave a $1,000 check to the first 10,000 unemployed individuals. About $10 million was allocated for the program. In Florida, some teachers and employers will receive a $1,000 payment. Teachers and first responders were eligible. The one-time payment for workers in Florida was a thank you bonus to those who were working during the crisis. Last year, Georgia paid full-time and administrators $1,000. Part-time teachers received $500. Approximately 230,000 K through 12 teachers and staff were eligible for the payment. The city of Chicago will also be giving $500 to 5,000 low-income families as part of its guaranteed basic income pilot program. The payments are expected to begin this year. Maryland also gave eligible residents payments for $500. According to the Comptroller's office, a total of 422,000 Maryland residents were eligible to receive these payments. Tell me, everybody, in the comments down below, is your state doing the same thing? Has your state given you a state stimulus check or even a local stimulus check? Tell me in the comments below. So we have some really great news, and it's that Joe Manchin is ready to negotiate again on Joe Biden's Build Back Better bill. The IRS has announced that many Americans are eligible to receive a check worth up to $5,000. Now, the relief payment is coming out very soon, so you want to keep an eye out on this. Everyone, there's a ton of information, a lot of developments that are happening in Congress, and it can be a very confusing time, but remember, I'm here to give you the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information, so don't worry about it. The season is starting 17 days earlier than last year. Tax filing season begins Monday. The IRS has said that taxpayers should remember a few things before submitting their returns, as if they want to avoid lengthy delays, especially for those anticipating Now, any errors can slow down processing of the return and sending back a refund. The IRS said to be sure to collect all documents before preparing for your tax return. Included in that are letters the IRS sent out this month related to advanced child tax credits and the third stimulus checks.
Again, we can pass this, we just don't need program failure.
Okay, I just want to lock this down before I move on to the $3.5 trillion. You're saying that if Chuck Schumer goes ahead and puts a cloture vote to cut off the possibility of filibuster on Wednesday, that it will fail?
I just don't know how you have a cloture vote when you don't have the bill written, when you don't have the pay-fors established. And so, if you will, he's asking us to vote on things that they've not cooperated on how we bring it about. So I have to kind of get my mind around how do we vote on something which is not yet written as we try and get it right. We can get it done, but if they refuse to cooperate on the pay-fors, it's not going to pass. They know that. And so, again, how do you vote for cloture on something which is not yet ready? I just don't know how to answer that question, Chris.
And briefly, could it be ready by Wednesday? Or are there too many differences and it won't be ready by Wednesday to have a cloture vote?
I think it could be ready. Again, we need cooperation from the White House and Schumer on our pay-fors. We've offered pay-fors, Republicans have, good faith pay-fors that both sides agree that are good, and we offer them and the White House takes them and says, no, we want them. We want them for our $3.5 trillion. Now, if you really don't want a bipartisan package, if you want to kind of make the point that Congress doesn't work because you make it so it can't work, then take all our pay-fors. If you want to actually have a bipartisan bill that the American people strongly approve of, then cooperate a little bit. We can get this done. We just need a little help.
Okay, let's assume, for the sake of this interview, that you do get a compromise on the pay-fors and on the bipartisan infrastructure bill. At the same time, the Chuck
fixing doesn't work. It shifts the problem someplace else. So the powerful has the excuse for more subsidies, more spending, and more control. This bill does nothing to address the real reasons insulin prices are going up. One of those is that pharmacy benefit managers and other middlemen who negotiate for high list price and then hide the lower cost from the patients. This bill gives the middlemen who are making the money a pass. Because again, in this bill, the Democrats delayed the rebate rule that would ensure that the real savings go into the pockets of the patients.